One of the interesting things we see in this whole area of God's Father heart is it's very difficult to be the right kind of father to our kids if we aren't in relationship to the Father in that same way. And so often people who feel that they're constantly displeasing God or that they displease their fathers just pass on that displeasure to everyone else. It's almost like if I feel bad about myself, then part of how I can raise my view of myself is to feel bad about you, or just transfer some of that. What's actually part of that is your fault because you're failing me as my son, and that's why I'm failing as a dad or something. They just pass that on. And so I think to truly pass on delight and pleasure, we have to first turn and receive our Father's delight and His pleasure in us. And His joy that is not based on our performance is really based on His performance. He's happy about the fact that He redeemed us. He delights in the fact that He's made us His child. He loves the fact that He was able to display His grace by bringing us from darkness to light and making dead men alive. And so He looks at us and He experiences delight in His work in us. And then also experiences delight in our attempts to please Him. Paul said, this is what I want to do. I want to please Him. So we make it our effort to please Him, whether we're in the body or away. And that effort towards pleasing Him, we find there's some basic things that please the Father. Faith pleases the Father, pleases Him a lot. Obedience pleases the Father. Obedience is one of the Father's love languages. And so as we are obedient to Him, then we can turn and pass on that pleasure to our kids. So even as we experience pleasure in our children, we can have a baseline pleasure just in, wow, you are so amazing, God made you, and God entrusted you to me. So it's like that same thing. I'm happy with God's work. I'm pleased with His work. And that's true because that child bears the image of God no matter what their performance is. But then there is a part of that pleasure that actually is a reflection of our children. And we need to realize, and we need to make sure we express pleasure in the right kinds of things, like pleasure in not just did they get straight A's, but pleasure in the fact that another one that gives God pleasure is wholeheartedness. Did they give their whole heart to this? Because that pleases Him. Are they living in faith? Are they trying to please either us or God? And then experiencing our joy and those kinds of things.